Gina, I don't know what's in my future, babe. But I know I don't have one without you. Baby, this is from the heart. Gina, will you marry me?
Yes, Mark. Yes.
Sweetest day. And I want to give a special salute to all the brothers and sisters out there that's going to be out here enjoying this time or this day with your significant other. Today, what I want to focus on how black love is real and how many of us should be striving to have more of it in our lives and also begin the process of healing within each other. What does black love is real suggest or indicate? Plain and simple. Black love is when a brother or a sister gets together and they form a bond with each other. And that bond turns into some form of relationship, eventually a marriage, and ultimately the process of creating a family. And so I say that it's real because all throughout social media and on various YouTube channels and videos, we often hear negative connotations and aspects of black men and black women not getting along with each other. Rarely do we see videos or rarely do we display images of brothers and sisters who are actively engaged with one another in a relationship process. Rarely do we give them their flowers or their credit or their due of continuing on the process of black love. Because black love is real. We have numerous brothers and sisters being together with each other in relationships, in marriages. Oftentimes, we tend to want to go with this data or these studies or these statistics that try to tell us that black men and black women don't love one another. Granted, we have a lot of infighting with each other, but there are many more brothers and sisters being in relationships than what everybody else doesn't want to point out. According to the CDC and their 2020 statistical data on relationships, nearly 85% of black men who are either in relationships or married are in relationships or married to black women. Also in that same statistical data, over 91% of black women who are in active relationships or marriages are in active relationships and marriages with black men. So these statistics that is being done in the ministry by the enemy further indicates that black men and black women still believe in wanting to be with one another. Now, I'm not going to say that we don't have problems. We certainly have problems. We have gender wars going on amongst each other. But also, we have plenty of brothers and sisters who still desire and yearn to be with each other. And not only do they yearn and desire to be with each other, they're actually engaging in one another by forming lasting relationships. Some of my favorite couples in the whole world are two amazing people I met when I was in the military. And that's my dog Britt City and his wife Nikki. I've also seen it manifest in my own family. Grandfather, rest in power, Ronald Sarton, who was married to my grandmother, Kathy, for over 40 plus years. And she remained by his side even on his deathbed. That's real love. That's love that encompasses everything that we as a human family desire to want to have. That love doesn't come as a result of you did this for me, I did this for you, or only desire you for your looks, and I'm really only with you for the material or financial resources you can provide. No, that love is omnipresent, meaning that take away all the material, take away all the finances, take away all the physical attributes and whatnot. That true love, peace, and happiness and that essence of who we are as a couple resonates in our heart, and it allows us to continue to remain with each other long after we're past our prime or we may fall on hard times. This is the true black love that never gets depicted on social media. It definitely doesn't get shown in mainstream media. But also, we're doing a terrible disservice of one another by looking within our own families and looking at certain examples. Like, for example, I got various uncles, aunts, older cousins in my family that are in fruitful and long-lasting marriages. My cousin Track has been married to my cousin Tan for going on 30 years. My cousin Sandra, her husband Dennis, they've been married going on 30 years. And the list goes on and on. And by looking at that example, and by them trusting and believing in one another, it gives the promise that black love is not only real, but it can further exist if we learn to just acknowledge our problems, acknowledge our faults, work on healing ourselves from our faults and traumas and whatnot, and begin to come back full circle as that black family we yearn and desire.
When I saw her, I just knew. I knew that she was my wife. If you find someone that you know you love, just love that person. And God will see you through the rest of the way.
As for myself, I love black women. My child is from a black woman. My mother is a black woman. My stepmother is a black woman. Every woman I've seriously dated in my entire life were black women. And I pray to Almighty Allah that my future queen, my future wife will be a black woman. If I can't find her here in America, there's an entire planet I can find that true black queen at. And I pray to Almighty Allah that one day that it manifests. But I also have to admit that I have had shortcomings in my dealings with black women. And I'm not even going to blame the sisters on this one. I'm going to take accountability and responsibility for my failures in regards to dealing with black women in relationships. To my son's mother, I've for years acknowledged that I'm the reason why our relationship failed. You were the one that wanted to become my wife. You were the one that had our child, that blessed me by giving birth to my seed. You were the one that wanted to carry on my last name. You're the only woman I've ever met in my entire life that showed me what true love really is. When I was in the military and I had the flu, and I remember calling you and telling you I'm off work for 3 days, I'm going back to bed, I'm sick, my body's aching. You literally got off the phone with me, drove 6 hours, came to my base, and took care of me while I was sick. If that ain't love, I don't know what it is. And yet and still, I managed to mess all of that up. It hurt you to the core. And our relationship ended because not only was I messing around with other women, but now I got out of the military, and now my anger issues are starting to resurface. They're starting to further manifest, and I began to take it out on you. And as a result, I emotionally and eternally hurt you. And as a man, I am regretfully sorry that nearly 10 years ago, with my hands on. As a man, I accept the fact that I had true black love. She didn't care whether or not I had the money or whatnot. She only wanted me for me, and I managed to screw that up. So I'm regretfully sorry for what I did. And I pray to Almighty Allah that I've learned my lesson, and that I'm given a chance to find a true black queen and treat that black queen the way that she is supposed to be treated, and vice versa. I don't care what nobody say. I will never abandon the black woman. She's my woman. She's the only woman I yearn and desire for. Because to me, she's the most beautiful and refined woman on the face of this planet. So in conclusion, you got that significant other, love them, cherish them, revere them, respect them. Look them in the eyes and tell them how much you really love them. Tell them with all of your heart how much you truly care about them. reach out to them and let them know how valuable they are to you. Because I'm telling you straight up and down, there are a lot of brothers and sisters that care about each other. And they show it in their actions every single day. I mean, any brother or sister who is showing through their own personal example the true principles of love, sacrifice, and commitment with loyalty, trust, and respect. And we need to see more examples of that so that the younger generation that's coming up will slowly but surely begin to break the cycle of broken households, deadbeat fathers, loose mothers, and that we can slowly but surely reignite the nuclear family structure as a result of black love. May you brothers and sisters enjoy the sweetest day if you got your significant other. And may the brothers and sisters who are yearning or desiring or out there looking or not looking for that black love, may they find it. Because first you got to find it from within as an individual. And ultimately, I pray that it manifests for you, because I'm desiring the same thing for me. Peace and love. May God bless each and every last one of you. 100.